welcome to the Dancing Bear Enlightenment Academy's Holistic Transformation Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Beverly. So I titled today's talk, Let Go and Let God. And the reason I did that is because I recently had an experience with a passive-aggressive narcissist. Now, if you ever run into someone like this, you know that they can be quite abusive. I was married to one for 20 years, so I know a lot about this. And when they come into your life, you go, what did I do to deserve this? And they first do what is called ghosting. So they'll ignore you. And you think, did they not hear me? Did they not understand? Or they'll pretend that they don't understand you, even though you explained it several times. And they're control freaks, which means they only want you to do what they want you to do, no matter what you want. And they will manipulate you, lie to you, lie behind your back. And they can be very charismatic, and they lie about you first. So people hear their story first. So you're the bad guy. That's who you're dealing with. And unfortunately for me, I started dealing with one of these people. And Mars went into Cancer. That's my ascendant. This is not a good place for me when Mars is in Cancer. Not so good. And it went into Leo and things picked up a little, and then it went back into Cancer retrograde. And this created a real emotional strain for me. So knowing your astrology, where things are and how they affect you can help. And I'm going, how am I going to deal with this jerk? They're really bad at times. And I heard a podcast and someone said, give it to God, which is another way of saying let go and let God, but it made a little bit more sense because I've always said to people, let go and let God, but turn it over to God, source, whatever you believe in, divine, use whatever word you like in place of what I said, God. And so I did. I started meditating and I started saying, God, I don't know how to deal with this. He's triggering me. What is it? What's my lesson I need to learn? And so anytime someone's triggering you, it's not them, it's you. So in meditation, I got, I felt disrespected. Like, I need to deal with that. So I learned a great lesson. I said, then I turn this over to you and I will work on my being triggered by being disrespected because I know who I am and I don't give a crap what they think or feel anyway. So why did I let it trigger me? I don't know, but it did. So I let it go. And then I was able to create a dialogue with someone who was able to deal with this professionally. And I don't mean a psychologist, I mean someone that was this person's boss who was able to get him straightened out. And so now the problem is solved. So that's why I thought I would share that with you today. Are you being triggered by something? What is it? And of course, excuse me, I don't know, my eyebrow itched. Sorry about that. We've got a free program, All for Success, if you don't know how to meditate, and it will teach you the 5 elements and the different kinds of meditation for each element, so you know when to use which kind of meditation. So like if I want to listen to God, for me, as a water element, I sit and do an Om meditation. I just turned it on my phone and I sat here and had binaural beats and Om and just put the headsets in and did a really deep meditation and got the information. If you're a fire sign, you may want to walk or do something where you're out in the woods or something and get the information that way. So you need to know what kind of meditation will work best for you and your needs so that you can get the information. But I find for everyone, an Om meditation helps you to ground bring in source, God, energy, whatever you need, and allows you to focus on what you're hearing because you've tied up your consciousness with a mantra. When you tie up your consciousness with a mantra, your subconscious can now come forward with your information that you need. So I share that with you today in case you have someone like that in your life. God bless you, because they're no fun, and how to deal with them. And God, source, divine, will take care of it for you, because you're only here to learn. And when you learn your lesson and you work on it, you don't need that lesson anymore. It's the good part. Okay. So if you would be kind enough to click that little bell notification and the little like thumbs up, and share this with anyone. And please comment also what has affected you. I read all comments. Thank you very much. So thank you for joining us. And remember to be the light you want to see in the world.